Before I begin the video, I want to give thanks and appreciation to my Heavenly Father because without Him, I wouldn't have the encouragement and perseverance to get up every day, and that's where my belief and faith rests in. I love you very much, God, and I thank you for allowing me every day. Hey dudes and dudettes, I hope your day is going just as sublime as your face. Welcome to my channel, Girly Cinema, where I give my opinion and analysis on movies and TV shows, and I will be discussing feminine advice and lessons through film and TV, and how it can ultimately help you in self-growth and self-improvement you can use in your daily life. Let's get cozy and grow together one girly scene at a time. In today's video, I will be talking about the Sex and the City movie and how emotional attachment is obsession. While opinions are more than welcome, however, there are boundaries of having opinions which can be harmful. Please keep it respectful, insightful, and tasteful in the comment section if you do decide to comment down below, and the world will continue to be a beautiful place for everybody. Now, with that being said, let's unpack this video. We have here Carrie Bradshaw, a lazy, very insecure, entitled, insensitive jerk that will ditch her friends in a heartbeat if it meant that she can get big to like her, which she is making him out to be the prize and not herself. Because she views herself as unworthy of men when it should be the other way around, because she likes emotionally unavailable men or just non-untainable men. This movie was a hot mess, and mostly Sex and the City is made up of stereotyping women who are middle-aged that complains about everything and pokes fun at what doesn't remind them of how insecure and pathetic they are. This isn't a staple point of middle-aged women. If anything, it's very insulting and underhanded, when really there are so many middle-aged women who have fun and gorgeous fulfilled lives and don't spend it being losers with no ambition. And that's the main reason why I couldn't get into Sex and the City. And I was over with how they let Carrie get away with so much just because she didn't feel paid attention to and was the main character. So I guess she had immunity to accountability and literally brought the same script into the TV show they made, and just like that. And she purposefully didn't learn anything. Like, what part is she not getting? Big never liked her. It was a means of convenience of toleration because she was the only woman that put up with his immature bad behavior, and vice versa. And then continues to stalk Natasha because she is living her best life, being mentally rent-free from Big, while Carrie, on the other hand, is still making payment arrangements with obsessing over Natasha. So the entire movie is pretty much spent with Carrie planning her and Big's wedding, even though Big wants nothing to do with it. Honestly, Carrie loves being a pick-me. She enjoys this, and she loves emotionally unavailable men who don't like her, because it continues to put her in her place of a huge ego that she has to avoid her own discomfort that reminds her of how boring and insecure she is. Throughout the entire series, it's her chasing Big and his approval of her because chaos is what she's familiar with, as well as being comfortable being in. That's why she didn't want to give her heart fully to Aiden because that would require her to grow, and she wasn't trying to. I think, in my opinion, Carrie was always jealous of Charlotte and how successful she is. And she competes with that because of how deeply rooted in internalized misogyny she has. And Charlotte and Big would have made sense because Carrie is not Big's type. And Charlotte wouldn't stand for the stuff that he does because Charlotte places more value into herself than Carrie. And she had her stuff together, unlike Carrie. They are both purposeful opposites of each other. And yet Carrie will try a sly way of trying to outdo her. Carrie's a terrible friend and person, and she needs to be by herself for good. The way she treated Miranda when Miranda told her that she had influence on why Big didn't want to marry her is not surprising. It was just a means to justify Big's actions, a man, because taking it out on a woman is a whole lot better than dealing with the one you were mad at in the first place, which is the man. Big is a grown man that is more than capable of making his own decisions and what he wants to do. If he wanted to marry Carrie and is obligated to, he would have. Carrie wasn't worth it in his eyes, and she wasn't trying to see that. Miranda had nothing to do with what Big decided on. That was already a confirmation he needed to not marry Carrie because he doesn't like her, and Carrie owed Miranda an apology. Miranda's worst mistake was taking Steve back. He was such a coward and so passive in his masculinity that he makes Big look better. And that really made me disappointed, even though they get a divorce anyways, and just like that, because it didn't match who her character was when it comes to conflict that she deals with, especially with her being a lawyer, and how she held Carrie accountable for how she was carrying on about Big. So it was a bogus setup to me with having her get back with Steven after he showed her that he can't be trusted, and completely disregarded her feelings and showed he wasn't a man for her because he was a man with small hands. Samantha, on the other hand, should stay single as well. She's better off dating herself instead of being with Smith, because even though Smith seemed like a great guy, he was a boring guy. And Samantha shouldn't have wasted his time like that, even though that's my opinion on it. And she just really needed something to do, and it would have been nice if they had it where Samantha gets caught up and busy at work, where that gets in the way of her relationship with Smith, because I felt that they left Samantha hanging with an actual storyline, aside from being in the friend group, where they actually could have pivoted her, where she realizes that it's better to not only feel complete and love yourself, but it's fine to share that with someone. That's another plot line it could actually have for her. And she gets with a man her age, and they adopt a puppy. Something to consider that'll cement her growth in for what she feels afraid of. So, at the end of all of that messiness and theatrics, Big and Carrie end up getting married at the end at a courthouse. So tacky, so lousy, so underhanded. Big officially hates Carrie. And then Miranda gets back up with Steve because of Carrie's influence that she allows to dictate her decision making, because Carrie relates to Steve because they're both cheaters who can't be trusted. And again, another dig at her internalized misogyny, and they end up celebrating Samantha's birthday. This movie is an unnecessary hot mess that should have never been and could have been easily avoided if they all were adults about their feelings and honest with each other and held themselves accountable. I am so glad you came across my video, and I hope you enjoyed today's content. I appreciate you guys so much for taking a gander on my channel. Feel free to express your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to keep up with any upcoming announcements, news, and posts on entertainment, be sure to check out my blog. The link is in the description box. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment your favorite thing in the world. And remember, without God, we all wouldn't be here. Well, that's all, folks. Have a happy rest of your day. Bye!